Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video is going to be an autumn-fall school day morning routine, and as you just saw, the kids are still asleep. It is just after 6:30 in the morning and they decided to have a little bit of a sleep in. Usually on a typical day they'll sort of wake up anytime between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. They just tend to wake themselves up, or they hear me around and they wake up. But on this particular day, I thought, well, I'll just let them sleep for a little bit longer and just let them get themselves up and about, which they did soon after this. And right now I'm listening to a podcast in the mornings when I get ready. This one that I have chosen is something called Mile Higher, and it covers all different things to do with the paranormal, UFOs, conspiracy theories. As you can see, I've chosen a pop culture conspiracy theory part 1, where it just discusses all different conspiracy theories in the news and that people are following. And they also do things like unsolved cases and crimes and murders and all this sort of thing. So it's really, really worth checking out. They're a brilliant podcast. And I would highly recommend them. So I'm just going to listen to that while I'm getting myself ready. And I'm going to start by doing my skincare and then popping my makeup on. And my skincare just consists of very basic stuff, just some cleanser, just to make sure my face is nice and clean, then some moisturiser, then some eye cream. And most days my skincare and my makeup routine just only takes about 10-15 minutes max, if I can just sort of get on with it without having to stop and start with the kids asking me for things. But the average time is about 10 or 15 minutes.
Don't know if I can get through to you. Your eyes keep wandering away. If you made up your mind to leave this behind, then I can't force you to stay. If my eyes can't convince you that I'm still in love since you first took my hand.
And now, as you can see, Zach is awake and Amelia is getting there. She's still a little bit sleepy, but Zach was chatting away to me for a few minutes before I started filming this, but obviously it woke Amelia up even though she was asleep before. So I'm just going to get Zach some milk with a little bit of honey in and just pop that in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to sort of make it a little bit warm, and then give it a mix round. He likes milk with honey in the mornings, and he's not really a big breakfast eater. He might have the odd couple of cookies every now and again if he feels a little bit peckish, but otherwise he's more of a liquid person in the mornings like me, where honey milk is good enough for him. And Amelia is going to have a bowl of cereal and a couple of cookies while she's sat watching iPad, and I'm going to finish getting everything ready. And this particular morning, Amelia also asked for a little cup of cold milk as well to go with her cookies and her cereal, which is kind of unusual. She doesn't normally anymore, but this particular day she did.
I wake up from the sunshine on my face, so dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet, being to myself and sit in silence, until I got a call. My friend showed up at my door. They wanted me to go out for a while. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our hearts. Felt like we.
And on this particular morning, Zach decided that he wanted to watch The Mask. He doesn't watch the whole film. He always asks me to go forward on the bits just to The Mask, because that's the bits he finds most entertaining. He doesn't like the talking and the other scenes in between. It's just literally Jim Carrey with the mask face on. And Amelia was just sat watching her iPad. And I just decided to go and get dressed just while they were sitting nice and quietly. I picked my moment to go and do that. So I'm just choosing what to wear.
Feels the same. I know myself to blame for drinking way too much. I guess
Now I'm just in the bathroom giving my teeth a clean, and then I'm going to sort out my messy hair because although I didn't wash it or do anything particularly special with it, I just retied it into a classic mum bun because it just keeps it out of the way, out of my face while I'm out and about doing things. And it was going to be pretty windy outside as well this morning, so I just thought, to heck with it, I'm just going to tie it back again and just leave it as that, and I'll probably give it a wash later on tonight.
sit in the dark with a feeling in our hearts. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark.
Now I'm all set and the kids are just sitting quietly finishing their breakfasts and their milk and just watching iPad and the TV. I'm just going to make their packed lunches just while the going is good before they get up and start causing chaos and making a mess all over the kitchen sides and all over the place and me falling everywhere. That wouldn't be a good sight to see on this video. So I'm just gonna make some cheese sandwiches for Zach and then bread and butter for Amelia. I know that sounds really, really strange and almost really stingy. Some people would say, well, why don't you put something in her sandwiches? The truth is she doesn't actually like sandwiches. She just always asks for bread and butter whenever they have a packed lunch. They do get school dinners sometimes as well. They have the option to have school dinners, which Zach has done a couple of times, and Amelia sometimes does. She'll ask for a week's worth of school dinners or a couple of days here and there for school dinners, but generally she likes a packed lunch because some of her best friends in her class eat packed lunches, and I think she sort of like wants to join in with them. But I think with the weather turning colder just around the corner, or literally it is a little bit colder now over here, I think she'll probably be wanting more school dinners and hot lunches. So hopefully Zach will also go the same way because he's not really eating much of his packed lunches right now. I don't know why, but he just doesn't seem to eat very much at all during the day. Both binge and snack when they come home from school right before dinner, so I have to kind of really be strict with them about how much they eat when they get home, because otherwise they'll just ruin their appetite for dinner and they won't eat that, and then it has a knock-on effect because then they end up really, really hungry the next morning. And it just goes round and round and round in circles. That's life with kids for you, and especially fussy eaters like both of my two are. I'm also going to put a packet of crisps in their lunch bags. Amelia is going to have an apple, Zach has a banana, and they also have a chocolate bar or a couple of little chocolate muffins, which I've put in Zach's lunch bag today.
Started to smile, got up and took him by the hand. Now I understand that he is your man. You make me weak in the knees, and I believe.
Now I'm just going to fill up their water bottles for school, and unfortunately the water filter jug ran out of water, so I had to refill that. And then while I was waiting for it to filter, I just had a little tidy up and just emptied this bin here because it was really full. And then I'm going to finish filling up Zach's water bottle and then take those and the lunch bags out the door, ready to take with us when we go.
You make me weak in the knees, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see that you belong with me.
and I had a spare few minutes this particular morning. I seemed to just be on a roll with time, so I just thought I would put away all this washing up from the night before just to give me a head start when it came to coming back after dropping the kids off. So it was one less thing to do when I just had my tidy up and washed up the bits that were already in the sink from this morning. And I don't very often get a chance to do this. It's just that I had a spare several minutes, like I say. Normally I do this when I get back after taking the kids to school.
Everybody else's dream, what a comfort it would be. All along, standing strong, the way it ought to be. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. We're only human after all. Nothing could make us fall apart. I'm ready.
Now it's time to get the kids dressed. It's coming up to about 8 o'clock, I think it was, just before 8, and we normally tend to leave anywhere between 20 past and half past, depending on when everybody is ready to go. But this particular day we seem to be doing really, really good for time, so it helped that the kids weren't messing around or anything. They were actually cooperating this morning on this particular day, which doesn't normally happen, I must confess. Normally it's chaos in the mornings, and trying to get them to get dressed and stop playing and get everything sorted is a little bit of a nightmare. But yeah, this particular day they were being really, really good and actually quite helpful with regards to just doing what I asked them to do when I needed them to do it, and just coming straight over to get dressed. And with some spare time, I also decided to pop the bed away, which again is very, very rare. Usually that gets left until I come back from taking the kids to school. But again, as I said, this particular morning, everything seemed to be going really, really well, and we were doing really great for time. The kids were quite happy playing in their bedrooms and just going backwards and forwards and just amusing themselves. So I thought, hey, why not? I'm just going to make the most of every minute that I get to do stuff and just get things done.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
So by now it is about 8:15, and I just thought, well, the kids were up and dressed and things were done as far as putting the bed away and just the washing up from the night before, so I decided just to sort of get their coats and shoes on and just leave the house a few minutes early. And again, that was a very nice walk to school, which doesn't always work out that way because sometimes I have a whingy child and sometimes they're dawdling, but this particular day, again, everything seemed to go really, really well.
You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire.
Go on then, out you go, guys.
Just wanna hold you,
Go on
just
then.
wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on
So it's just after 9 o'clock, it's about 9:10 when I got back, and we had a lovely little walk to school. It's only about 10 minutes up the road, so it's really, really nice. It's just a handy distance, just not too much for the kids, but we get a little bit of exercise and fresh air as well. And I'm just hanging up my coat and taking my shoes off, and I'm just going to do the rest of the tidying up and get bits and pieces done, and then sit down and start editing this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.